Matchup here early in the season this afternoon. It's Utah State out of the Mountain West Conference and Mississippi State. Hello everyone, I'm Bart Gregory, joined by Matt Wyatt. Mississippi State has won their first 2 games of the season. Utah State have won their first 3 of the year. This is the 3rd and final game of this 3-game series. The 2 contracted in 2012. And Matt Wyatt, this is one of those measuring stick basketball games that coaches talk about. You're going to get a good feel of what you got after today.
Well, I think so. And defensively, Mississippi State's going to learn a lot about themselves today, Bart, because Utah State, multiple sets that they will try to execute. A lot of picks on that offensive end. It'll force Mississippi State to switch on a lot of screens. So this is the biggest defensive challenge Mississippi State has faced so far this season.
Should be a great matchup today along the front line. David Collette of Utah State against Gavin Ware.
Yeah, Collette is the leading scorer for this Utah State team, coming in averaging almost 20 points a game. And here's the key. He's listed as a redshirt freshman, but after a 2-year mission, he's a 21-year-old grown man in that paint at 6'8", 220. So he's really going to challenge Gavin Ware and the post players today of Mississippi State.
So Gavin Ware, you see him there, averaging 16.5, 72% from the field so far, 9 rebounds. Gavin Ware, the junior from Starkville, a great start to his season.
And as important as his game is today offensively, it's even more important for Gavin to be aggressive on defense for Mississippi State, but not get in foul trouble. He's not been challenged yet this year on the defensive end the way that Collette and Jalen Moore will for Utah State. So a lot on the shoulders today of Gavin Ware.
You talk about Collette, Jalen Moore, Mississippi State along the front line, Rockwez Johnson, and Gavin Ware. That should be a big-time matchup offensively and defensively.
On both ends of the court. Both teams with 2 bigs. You mentioned it. Both bigs, or all 4, are leading their teams in scoring. Who can stay out of foul trouble today? That's the key for Mississippi State hosting Utah State here in Humphrey Coliseum.
And Utah State has a 2-point lead again. Demetrius Houston. Well, he misses the 15-footer from the baseline, steps out to the right wing, and gives the Bulldogs a lead back. Freshman from down in Montgomery, Carver High School.
6'7", unbelievable athlete. You see him getting after it, causing a turnover on the defensive end. That's a nice series for the freshman from Montgomery. Has a lot to learn about playing basketball at this level from a technical standpoint, but ups and shooting ability is something he doesn't lack. Knocks down the 3. Utah State hitting 7 first-half threes. They're 50% on the floor, 50% from three-point range. They came in shooting 39% from three-point range, and that's been mostly Perkins, the starting point guard, who's lit Mississippi State up with 4 threes of his own. So you've had a little bit of everything, but I think the story of the game certainly is the outside shooting of Utah State, but the inside presence that Falou Ndoye, 9 points in the first half for the freshman, as 2 other players on the team in Johnson and Thomas with 10 points in the first half. So Ndoye a point away from giving State 3 players in double figures in that first half. So he was a huge spark for Mississippi State, with Gavin Ware only playing 4 minutes because of foul trouble.
Let's take a look at the first half highlights. It's all highlighted by that front court of Mississippi State. Rockwez, Johnson, Falou Ndoye, then the outside shooting of Utah State.
Yeah, and they got them in foul trouble a little bit. Johnson did. Backs down Moore, gets a baby hook. Later off a rebound, you see the left-handed hook there from Ndoye, 2 of his 9 points in the first half. But here's the story for Utah State. Out on the perimeter, getting it to Darius Perkins. Knocks down 1 of his 4 threes. He was 4 of 8. And so he was the spark and really the difference in the game right now.
Ball knocked free. Rockwez Johnson with a steal. And the flush.
The senior Johnson picks it and sticks it on the other end.